I'm a backseat driver, like a pretty egregious backseat driver. Hey guys, I'm back and it is my favorite time of the week. It is Sunday morning. I have my coffee and I'm gonna answer a few questions. I'm gonna do one of like a get to know me tag video because I feel like this will be a nice way to sort of share a little bit about my story if you're interested. If you're not, then don't bother watching. But before we get into it, please subscribe, like, and do, you know, all those things that people want you to do on YouTube. And also, can we just talk about how cute this mug is? Do you see this? It says Cafe American and it has a mug with a sombrero, or not a sombrero, with like a Western hat, like a 10-gallon hat. Cafe Francais with a little beret, and then Cafe Olé with a sombrero. This is a mug by SCAD students, the Savannah College of Art and Design. My family goes down to Savannah a couple times a year because of my dad's job, so my mom got this for me last time and I think it is so cute and so fun. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about, you know, what's up in my life, you know. Not that anyone asked, but I figured might be kind of fun. Let's get that out of the way. So first of all, where did you grow up? I grew up in northern Illinois, just outside of Rockford, Illinois, which is outside of the suburbs. It's on the border of Wisconsin and Illinois, basically. So yeah. Who was your first best friend? Gosh, I can't even remember. I had a lot of friends when I was a little kid. Gosh, I had so many like really good friends that I couldn't pick just one, but there were a lot, and I'm still in contact with a lot of my friends from my childhood. Oh, where do you currently live? I currently live in Iowa. I'm a student here in Iowa, without getting too specific. 4. How tall are you? I'm 5'4", so I'm like dead average, although sometimes I feel like I am kind of on the short side, but whatever, I like it. 5, dogs or cats? I couldn't choose. I do only have a cat right now. I grew up with dogs and cats, but I love them both for different reasons. Cats are so aloof, but so loving, so if you can win the love of a cat, it's like the best thing in the world. And then dogs are just so fun and so loyal. Yeah, speaking of which, I'm sure if you've seen any of my other videos, you've met Fitz, but this is my cat. He is the love of my life besides the love of my life. And we love him so much. Say hi, Fitz. Okay, I just grabbed him from his food bowl, so I'm gonna put it back now. Funniest moment throughout high school? Gosh, I don't even remember. So I'm 24 right now, so it's been a few years since I've been in high school, but you know, I had such a good experience in high school. I went to boarding school, a public boarding school for math and science nerds in the state of Illinois called the Illinois Math and Science Academy. And it was amazing. I still am close to all of my friends from there, you know. We could go months without talking to each other and then we see each other and it's like no time ever passed. But I mean, when you live together with your best friends, there's just so many funny moments. I can't even, like there's no way I can just pick one. It's, oh man. Yeah, but if you guys want a video on my experience going to a boarding school and like living away from home as a teenager, let me know, because that would be something that I would be really interested in sharing with you guys. What year were you born? I was born in 1994 on the very tail end. I'm a December baby. Are you and have you gone to college? Yes, I graduated from college in 2017 and I'm currently a law student. So I am sort of still in college. I'm in graduate school. But I did graduate from DePaul University in 2017 with a public relations and Spanish degree. What is your favorite drink? Coffee, hands down. I think this is supposed to be like alcoholic drink, but coffee is literally my favorite. I'm not a big like drinker of alcohol. I don't really like that many things. If I had to pick, I would choose like Prosecco for like a mixed drink. I love gin and tonics, but really coffee is my go-to. If you're wearing perfume, what scent is it? I'm not wearing perfume. I just woke up. I have lotion on and it's the new This is the 1 in a Million scent from Bath & Body Works. It is the best scent if you like jasmine and gardenia. I will link it below. If you can snag it during one of their like $5 or $6 sales, do it. It smells so good. I have the lotion and the body spray. I love it. It makes me so happy. 12, tea or coffee? Coffee. 13, what are your life goals? Oh, this is really interesting. Well, I want to be a good attorney. That's one of my life goals. I mean, that's kind of obvious. Like, I wouldn't be in law school if I didn't want to be like a good attorney. I guess I just want to have, like, I want to be known as like a kind person. I want to, you know, spend my life with my boyfriend, you know, and, you know, God willing, we'll be married someday and have just kind of a simple life and enjoy the little things. I don't have any like huge looming goals, I would say. I just kind of want to be happy. What sports do you play or have you played? I've played so many sports in my life. As a kid, I played soccer, I played softball, I did gymnastics when I was really little. I did tennis in high school and middle school, and I was a really good tennis player. I was never like really good. I never like made it to state or anything, but I was #1 doubles team at my high school. And now I'm a pretty serious runner. I'm kind of on a hiatus right now, but I've run 2 marathons and my PR is 3:56:54 in the marathon. So not that anybody asked, but I'm really proud of that. My goal was to run under 4 hours, which for some people maybe isn't that lofty of a goal, but for me it was a really big deal when I achieved that. Have any books you read changed your life? Yeah, I used to be a really avid reader, especially when I was, you know, in elementary school and middle school. When I went off to boarding school, it's like a lot of reading there, so it kind of took away from my love for recreational reading. And now, like, reading, I read hundreds of pages a week of cases and case books and everything. So yeah, but there have been books that have changed my life. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho is one. I know that's like a cliche answer, but that is really one that changed my life. The Harry Potter series, I don't know if those changed my life, so just like define my childhood, but definitely those have had a big impact on me. What is your favorite movie? I'm not a movie person. Is that weird to say? Like, that's kind of like saying you don't like music, but I don't really like movies, and I feel like if I had to pick, I'd probably pick like a Disney movie or something, because any other movie kind of causes me to like have like a break from reality. That makes it sound like I'm having like a breakdown, but like I get so into the movie world that it's hard for me to not be in that movie world anymore. And I don't know, it kind of just leaves me in a funk for the rest of the day. So I'm not a big movie person. My boyfriend is, though. He loves cinema. He's like a big cinema buff, so that might be a better question for him. Who are your favorite YouTubers? There are too many to list. Recently, my favorite has been Mariah Robinson. She is so sweet. I love all of her wedding planning videos. I like a lot of British YouTubers, actually. So Sophie Shohat does luxury videos. She's so amazing. Lydia Elise Millen, she is like a freaking luxury goddess. I love her. Her life is amazing. Freddie My Love, so sweet. I've mentioned her in another video. And gosh, all of the American YouTubers, Kathleen Lights, Casey Holmes, Emily Noel really has a special place in my heart because she is from the same state as me, and she's also from rural Illinois. So, you know, she's really close to me. But there's so many that I can't like think of off the top of my head that I also love. I'll leave a list in the comments because I want to shout out people that I really care about. Do you speak any languages and how well? Sí, hablo español, soy hispanohablante, y creo que hablo bastante bien. Soy traductora en la clínica legal de mi facultad de Derecho. Anyway, yes, I speak Spanish fluently, and I do Spanish translation. I'm not like native fluent. I didn't grow up speaking at home, but I did learn in high school and college, and I lived abroad. And yeah, Spanish is a huge part of my life, and I really want to be able to use Spanish like in my future career and traveling and stuff. Are you single or taken? I am taken. I've been taken for a very long time. We're coming up on our 8-year anniversary right now. There's Fitz. He's gonna just poke around in the background. Don't mind him, or do, because he's, you know, so cute. They're fake flowers, by the way. You don't have to worry about him eating them. But yeah, I've been taken for coming up on 8 years in April of 2019. We met in high school, we're high school sweethearts, and we started dating April 25th, 2011. And unfortunately, my boyfriend has been gone for about a month now because he is finishing up his student teaching all the way over in Italy. So, you know, there's worse things that could happen. I'm really happy for him, but it is a little lonely here at home without him. What is your idea of a dream date? Oh man, probably just like sitting outside, sipping a drink and like watching the sunset. You know, I am a very simple person. My favorite thing to do is like eat outside, drink coffee outside, just enjoy nice weather. So yeah, I am a very cheap date. That would be amazing for me. How long was your longest relationship? Going on 8 years. I'm in my longest relationship right now. I've only had one other boyfriend in my whole life, and it was like a pretty non-serious thing in high school, and that was only for a few months. So yeah, almost 8 years. 22, how would you describe your fashion sense? This is kind of funny. Oh gosh, hold on. I need to get my cat from eating something right now. No. You can't eat that, that's an onion. Ugh. Fitz just tried to eat an onion, which is first of all poisonous to cats, and second of all, not even something he would want. I feed him. He acts like I don't feed him. Anyway, if you have a cat, you probably know the struggle of them getting into everything that they should not be getting into. Where was I? Oh, how would you describe your fashion sense? This is interesting because my boyfriend and I have been kind of talking about this. It wasn't until within the past few months that I really wanted to like double down and say like, this is what I want my wardrobe to reflect, and like the process of me developing a style. But I would say that my fashion sense is like pretty like American. I don't know how else to describe it. Like I wear a lot of denim, I wear a lot of like, you know, t-shirts that are kind of broken in, I wear jackets, like denim jackets, some like leather type accessories. I just like to look like very simple and like I'm put together, but like I'm not trying too hard. I kind of like described it as like New York meets Nashville. I don't know. I've never even been to Nashville, but I thought it was kind of fun for the alliteration. Yeah, and I can do a little video on how I develop my style if that's something that people want to see, and maybe do like a little lookbook or something. That might be kind of fun. What is your go-to hairstyle? Nothing good, as you can see. Usually I just let my hair air dry and then put some dry shampoo on it and leave it down, or I put it up in a ponytail. Seriously, like on days that I curl my hair, like I consider that like seriously trying. How many siblings do you have? I have one. I have a little sister. She's in college and she just turned 20. Isn't that wild? My parents only have children in their 20s now. What is your go-to fast food order? I don't eat a lot of fast food, but I guess would you consider Pancheros to be fast food? Usually when I go to Pancheros, I get a vegan burrito, so I have it with tofu sada, no rice, black beans, vegetables, and then like all of the different kinds of salsas basically. And if you live in Iowa or the Midwest, Pancheros is better than Chipotle because they make their tortillas fresh. They're so good. Do you use a PC or a Mac? I use a Mac. I have a MacBook Pro from 2016, but my phone is actually an Android. I have the OnePlus 6, which no one knows about here in the US because not very many people have OnePlus, but I really like it. What is your most memorable vacation memory? Gosh, there are so many because I grew up traveling a lot because my mom is a flight attendant, my dad's a pilot. So when I was a kid, we would, you know, try to travel as often as we could. But I would say I have a lot of good travel memories. I'll say my top three. My first would be you know, studying abroad, but within that, traveling alone to Paris for the first time. It was my first time that I really traveled alone all by myself, and that was a really cool experience, and I recommend it to anyone. Two would be when I was my freshman year of college. My friend and I went to Montreal for spring break, and that was so much fun. And it was not a very busy time there for tourism, so we felt like we had the city to ourselves, and it was really like a surreal experience. It was a blast. And then three, I loved, right after we graduated college, my boyfriend and I backpacked across Southern Europe, and it was just a blast. I got to see my host family in Madrid, a really good friend of mine from Ecuador that I visited when I was in Ecuador in high school. She lived at the time in Valencia. So we went, you know, all over Spain, because Spain will always have a very special place in my heart. Portugal, France, Italy. It was an amazing experience. It was also my boyfriend's first real experience abroad, so it was really cool introducing him to like the joys of international travel, and you know, he loved it so much that he's in Italy right now. What are your morning and evening routines? I don't really have any. I mean, I wake up between 6:30 and 7 every morning. I love the mornings. I'm a morning person, and I get dressed. I'll do my makeup if I'm wearing makeup that day, and maybe have some breakfast, always have a coffee, and I like to relax a little in the mornings. And then when I go to bed, I leave my phone here in the living room, and so I don't have my phone in my bedroom, and then I will read on my Kindle a little bit before bed. And that's really it. I don't know. I don't have anything like really specific. I don't have like rituals in the morning or the evening that I have to follow to a T. Pretty easy. 29. Do you have any bad habits? Yeah, I think so. Coffee is probably a bad habit. I don't know. I say a lot there. I mean, that's a bad habit that I've noticed editing these videos. And you know, I can be like a backseat driver. I'm a backseat driver, like a pretty egregious backseat driver. And then last thing, tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. I can touch my tongue to my nose. See? That's always my like go-to fact when somebody's like, what's an interesting fact about you for icebreaker things? Yes, I can touch my tongue to my nose. I don't know anyone else can do it outside of my family except for one person. And I think it's genetic, because I have two cousins that can do the same thing, and they are each from a different sister from my mom. So my mom has two sisters, and each sister has a daughter that can touch their tongue to their nose. And when we figured that out, it was like, because none of us had ever met anyone that could do that, and yet here we are, all in the same family. So that is it. That's the entire tag. Gosh, I feel like, you know, that was kind of fun. I got to introduce myself a little bit. If you're interested in any of those topics, I can do a video on it. If you want to hear about my boarding school experience, if you want to hear about law school, if you want a video in Spanish, go ahead and let me know. If you want a video with my boyfriend, I would love to share when he gets back, because he is in Italy for another month and some change. So yeah, thanks for coming. Please leave a comment if you watch this. I would be so happy for you to join my family here so we can build a community, and we're gonna keep everything really positive down in the comments. So just so you know, I will be patrolling if people comment to make sure that everyone is friendly and kind and uplifting here. So have a wonderful rest of your week, because it is Sunday here, and just a great rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.